5 Chaser coming to you live from the studio. Why do I have that particular document up, or that particular zone there? We will explain that very, very shortly. But I wanted to give you fair warning. Hello, this is Henry Kramer, 605 Chaser. I wanted to give you fair warning. That's the area that we're concerned about, somewhere in the 17th area. Still a long ways out. 17th of July. I know that's a long ways out yet. But things are starting to look pretty active for the second week into July, even the later part of July, that there could be a outbreak. Let's take a look here and dive into the GFS model so we can show what we're expecting. But before we do that, I do want to point out that we have a impact for today. Let's go down here and take a look at that. We do also have information supporting the last 24 hours of severe weather that we've had. If we take a look at the outlook for today from the SPC, it's showing 5% outlook for tornado risk. And it looks like they actually have an enhanced risk for tornadic activity. As you can see, slight risk. This would be a 3 out of 4, so major destructive tornadoes are possible in the lower Ohio Valley. Evansville, as you can see with the scroll there, Evansville, Jasper, these are areas of Indiana, as well as Henderson, I-65 or I-165, and then Jasper, all the way over to Louisville, Kentucky, Ohio. All of that is in the 10% risk, so major outbreak of tornadoes expected in that area. Let's dive in and put this, this is putting it at around 1 p.m. Let's go ahead and make sure we have the latest HRRR weather model here. Make sure we have that updated. As you can see, things are already starting with that blue box there. Appreciate y'all joining. And I'm going to put this into motion based on the HRRR weather model. This is around 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time. And then, as you can see down towards southwest of Hopkinsville, we do have quite a destructive possibility here right in this section here around 6 p.m. If you look at this, let me get the drawing part on here and I'll kind of show you what I'm referring to. This right here, this curvature, is a concern because we do show that typically means on the back side of this there is that wind event, but of course there are destructive tornadoes possible in this area, and we will dive in to show you the hail threat here for today. Hail and wind. Here's the wind threat in that brown. It's more of a hail threat. Whoops, hang on one second. Taking a moment for things to update here. If I can get that to pull up the hail threat. Wow. Okay, that's over in Boston, Massachusetts area. But again, the tornado threat, that is the most significant I have seen in a long time. Let's do the overall categorical outlook for today. As you can see, there is an enhanced risk in this swath right here. It's a little hard to see because I have that information, Yes, Kevin. Thank you for joining. It's a pretty potent environment down here. in the Louisville area. So I appreciate y'all joining. I'm taking a look at the chat on another spot because it's a little hard to see the live chat on my stream here. So let's go ahead and take a look now at what the last 24 hours has given folks down in Texas. Goodness gracious, there was a tree down Sand Hill. That was 447 yesterday. Damage to Timpson City Hall. Roof removed from City Hall. Condominiums in Jasper, Mississippi. Lots and lots of impacts there. I don't want to spend too much time on what has happened in the past because I want to stay in the relevant of what's coming up. So as you can see, all this green shaded area here that's flashing, those are flash flood watches. Still lots of rain expected. Let's look at a live radar, show you what's coming and what is certainly starting here. As you can see, things are really starting to gear up already early this morning in these areas over east of Springfield, south of Jefferson City, and it will continue to progress off into a east-northeast direction. Let's go back to this radar and see how many more numerous storms. We have plenty of storms trying to get going here. This is showing going in a north-northeast direction at 43 miles per hour, that particular cell. So you got to watch out there. Kevin, you said I could not keep up with some of the rotations. The embedded supercells and semi-discrete ones were producing every 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. So Kevin, I'm curious, I'm assuming you mean that you were chasing yesterday? That's crazy. I wish I could afford to go all the way down there and go chase on those, but unfortunately I'm not able to. All right, so let's dive in.
Stupid mosquitoes.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
You want to join or no?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I got Nate, my buddy here. He's going to kind of join us for the second part here. I do want to bring focus to our home area here, South Dakota, of what is
7th to 15th.
Is expected here. Let's take a look and see.
But 15th is that falling up, so.
It's a long ways out yet. We only have...
Wait, today's the 9th, so.
Yep, we got a long ways. Got a long ways out. Hold on.
I need to go get my glasses on.
Yep. All right, so we're expecting. Turn this down. It might be a little too loud, folks. We're expecting. As we get into next week, as the title showed, this doesn't do a very good job.
This right here.
Okay, I'm talking about.
I know, but this right here is going to be a line of storms coming right at us.
Okay. So potential here on the 12th. So that would be this weekend, right, bud?
Yeah. That's for Nebraska. That's. Yeah.
Potential right here, west of Kansas City area, more along the lines of
Nebraska.
North of I-70.
Yeah.
And that would be in the evening, so probably between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. time frame. And then
it dies out.
That dies out, yep.
I'm not the only one who tries to.
Right, buddy. I gotta. Oh, you're in Ireland. I really had deep dive on radar. Well, that is awesome, buddy. That's cool. I appreciate you joining all the way from Ireland, buddy. That's awesome. Oh, wife is Irish. Not that that means anything. Sorry, didn't mean to disrespect. All right, so let's take a look here, and
this is when I get like really happy.
That's where I'm getting to, Kevin. Major outbreak. This GFS is going to have a hard time showing that.
Major tornado.
Okay, I've got to finish talking.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to be difficult to show it based on GFS, but here's the Central Plains, what I'm expecting. Some tornadic activity there north of Pier on the 15th is possible.
And our area too.
And then our area on the 16th.
I'm gonna try to intercept. I'm gonna try to intercept the
Okay, bud.
My dad, I just said.
I got to get to the
Okay.
point. I understand you're excited. My youngest son is super excited about tornadoes. All right. So I don't want to go too far off course here, but there's another one on the 17th. That's what we're kind of expecting. Numerous storms again in Nebraska area, continuing into the overnight. But of course, things could change. Let's go ahead and deep dive into the
Supercell composite.
supercell
That's
composite.
big.
Yeah, but let me go ahead and show that part here.
True.
Okay.
What
I'm going to go a little fast here, but
We're
let
good.
me progress this along
We're
so
good.
we could show what
good.
I'm talking. You can't talk at the same time as me. Can I
Okay.
get I'm sorry, bud.
Okay.
How about you go get ready for school? All right.
No, not yet. I'm already ready. So.
All right, so here's the supercell composite. Kevin, here's where I am concerned. The Kansas City area, of course, on the 11th. Yes, definitely some decent curvature in the photographs. I'll take a peek at those here in a little bit if I can. There is a supercell composite, and if we get to the 17th, that's kind of where I'm wanting to look towards. Unfortunately, I work quite a few days this week at my regular job, so it's going to be a little difficult for me to chase. But the supercell composite shows planes really ramping up things. But here's where the concern is. I'm going to take a look at 7 p.m. on the 15th, and let me show the surface-based cape for that.
That's gonna.
Surface-based cape, we've got
See.
5,000 joules per kilogram. We will have plenty of energy there.
No, because you have to. It has to be 3
Yeah.
p.m. in order for more energy.
Yes, bud. I've got to get you to go get ready. All right, so we're showing over 5,000 joules per kilogram. And I got a little sidetracked, my buddy. Let's take a look at EHI, AGL, so that we can take a look around the 17th, and then I'll get back to the information that we're trying to get to. My radar information and models are having a little bit of a struggle. EHI on the 17th area is what I'm trying to take a look at here. So these areas here, EHI there, 5.9. EHI is a measurement that along with CAPE as well as some other parameters can definitely help support tornadoes. EHI above 2 is usually a good indication that there's enough energy and elements there. Let's go back to the surface-based CAPE. There's over 4,000, so we could have ML CAPE. I am not able to look at the CAPE on that. Yes, exactly. Yes, when they get in within range, should be able to see it. Yep. But unfortunately, all I have right now is the GFS. So I'm going pretty early on this stuff, just because I'm kind of getting a little adrenaline going here. So that's kind of what we're expecting. Let's go ahead and show, let me get these shut off here real quick so that I can show the HRRR weather model here for, let me get these shut off. We got too many different things on there. All right, so we show continued. Why is this taking so long today? Everything seems to be going slower today. So definitely in the evening hours there. Let's take a look at the most unstable cape. If I can get that to pull up today. Nope, I don't want to look at that evidently. Significant tornado parameters. Give me a moment here while this loads. It's not doing a very good job of picking that up. It's kind of odd. Huh. Interesting. Not even doing a very good job of showing that. Might have to take a look at things a little bit later today, maybe this evening. Let's take a look at some other things that we're concerned about is the air quality that's happening. Let's see here. We have some air quality issues. This is going to show a progression map of those Canadian fires, wildfires that are continuing to cause an impact there. As you can see, dangerous area there up in extreme northwestern North Dakota. And eventually that smoke is going to end up making its way over to South Dakota as well. Let's not spend too much time on that part because we can't control that. We can't control a whole lot today, it looks like. Let's go to the NAM. See if I can get that to pull up information a little bit better here. Alright, that one's not quite that far out, so we are going to progress here. As you can see, certainly Cincinnati, this puts Cincinnati in the dead, smack dab in a heck of a spot there. Let's take a look at the updraft helicity. There we go. That's showing that information a little bit better around 2 o'clock. Is 0 to 6 kilometer shear important for decently organized storms? Well, let's take a look at that. Whoops. I'm going to look at that in a different model here. Bear with me one moment. Appreciate your patience. Trying to take a look at some pivotal weather information here. Can't really honestly answer that question. Yeah, I am still learning about photographs, and I'm even honestly still trying to figure out for the shear. Some of these radar omega models, it's a little difficult to figure out. My biggest thing is I look at the EHI when we have some shorter range models available. I take a look at EHI, CAPE, surface-based CAPE, max updraft helicity, and then the mixed SIN, which actually I apologize. Surface-based SIN can help you understand what kind of capping is going on. Obviously, the larger the number for the negative means there's a pretty strong cap. Anything that's below a negative 20. So as you can see, we have these. There is no cap here. The atmosphere is very ripe. Plenty of ability for those storms to really blow up, if you will. Let me see if I could take a look at some areas to the southwest. Might be able to show us a live look at the cameras here. Yeah, it looks like right now there's already been some storms going into the St. Louis area. Non-severe, but nonetheless still having some impact. Trying to get to a area that can show me where the clearing is. I wonder if the front information has been updated. Let's take a look at that. Surface front, when's that last updated? I already know that information, but when was that last updated here? That was updated at 7 a.m. So let's take a look and see where the surface fronts are. So we got all of this moving. Shut that off here. Yeah, semi-discrete supercells and multiple tornado warnings. My face dropped. I bet, man. That'd be just sick. Holy cow. We do show this moisture, obviously, coming from the Gulf here, is going to be what's helping to fuel the storms that are going to be kind of in this area here today. And this here is a stationary front, so this is the reason that there is all of this. This is kind of the remnants of Hurricane Beryl causing that disturbance. So this whole area is all in a flash flood watch because we're going to have those storms continuing to develop right here. Whoops, can't get my drawing tool on. They'll continue to develop right here, and then they will eventually start moving into this direction as they get into the afternoon. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the outbreak that's expected because we have to wait for like the outbreak that's expected in the central part of.
Can I tell you one? 79.8 dew point.
Yes, it's super humid. Okay, my son wants to show the dew points. All right, we'll take a look at those real quick then.
Nope.
All right, let's take a look at the dew points. We've definitely got plenty of moisture up here, but let's focus on this area right now because there's all that warm air.
79.
Yeah, look at all that warm air. This is probably up in the mountains.
32. That's low.
Hold on. Yeah.
That is very low.
That's probably up in the mountains of Tennessee and Kentucky area. All right, so plenty of moisture feeding in and fueling that. What's the current temperatures in that area? Plenty of moist, warm air. So lots of warm air. Yep.
86.
Hold on, buddy. You're pretty close to the microphone, so you don't want to scream everybody out. All right. Well, I've got to get to my regular job, so I'm going to let you all go. We'll have more updates, more detailed updates as the weather models get going and we get more weather models available. But again, for those that have just joined, I do expect this area to be a concern sometime the middle of this month, somewhere around the 17th. I have no idea, buddy.
If they put them on, I guess I'm going to be happy.
Yeah, well, so I'm hoping to do some live chasing next week, depending on all the weather elements and if they can get going together. Stay safe, everybody. Appreciate all you joining. Appreciate the chat, Kevin. Thank you, and hi to all those in Ireland. He seems like he's a pretty cool cat. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you all stay safe, and I will talk to you tomorrow. We'll have another update. I'm not sure if it's going to be early morning or if it's going to be later in the evening, but more to come. We'll certainly let you all know.